Hi, I'm Win Perini from MeasureBit, and if you've logged into your Google Tag Manager server-side container recently and you've noticed a concerning warning message that says that either your container is out of date or that it's no longer supported, then in this video I'm going to take you through a series of relatively quick steps in order to update your GTM server instance and to get rid of that annoying message. So let's jump straight in. Logging into your Google Tag Manager server container, you'll see this message: your tagging server is out of date, or some version of that. And next to that you see this text here saying learn how to upgrade. Now when you click on that, you expect to see instructions about why this is happening, what you need to do to upgrade, with a series of steps. But instead what you're greeted with is a list of versions from the last few years, which I think you'll agree with me is completely pointless. So the way to upgrade your GTM server container is in fact to click on this link up here. You can't see it on mine because you can see that I'm blurring details about my clients' accounts up here, here, and over here. So the way to do it is to click on this GTM dash link near the top right here, and it's going to bring up a pop-up screen in just a moment. So once again, I've got details blurred out here, but the thing we're looking for is this little box with an arrow on it. When I click on that, it's going to open up the Google Cloud Platform App Engine instance where our GTM server lives. I know that was a bit of a mouthful, but in short, you click this and it will open up the project where we're going to make the next settings. Next, we're going to locate the project ID. In order to do that, you want to look to the top right of your screen. You'll see three little buttons. Click on that and then click on Project Settings. And now you want to grab this ID here. On mine it's blurred again, but you want to copy that into a notepad, which we're going to use in just a second. Once you've got that project ID, it's time to open up the Cloud Shell console. So in order to do that, go to the top right here, click on this little button that looks like a square with a arrow that points to the right. And if you get a message asking you to authorize access to the shell, then go ahead and do that, and then you should be able to see the screen. Otherwise, you need to authorize that screen first. So next we're going to be copying this command here, which is also in the video description, and you want to paste that into the terminal window here and hit enter. Now if you haven't done this before, again there will be an authorization screen that comes up and asks you to authorize access to the Google Cloud Shell console. In this case, I haven't needed to do that because I've already done this before. So in this case, I'm just going to hit enter. It's going to go through its configuration settings. I'm just going to pause the video quickly and blur out the configuration string that attaches this particular App Engine instance with my Google Tag Manager, because it is a security thing. So now all we're going to be doing is hitting enter a number of times until we get to the end of the number of questions that Google Cloud asks us, because all we're doing is confirming the settings that are already in the GTM server. We're not changing anything. And at the end of that sequence, Google Cloud is going to ask us, is all you really want to do update your GTM server to the latest version? And of course the answer is yes. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you can see that I've already gone through and entered yes a number of times here. I'll just hit enter to confirm the existing settings. And now it's asking me about whether or not I want to continue, and the answer is yes. So I'm going to do that. And now it's going through this updating process. It's going to take a wee while to do this. It'll take several minutes. It may even time out, so you may have to update this. But what I'm going to do is I'll pause this and then unpause this once it's finished its update process, and we'll continue on from there. And if you've done this successfully, you will see this message here that says your server deployment is complete. Alright, so that is now a complete process. And if we go back to the GTM server container, let's have a look at what we should see. Now you might notice when you go back to your GTM server container that this annoying message is still there. It still says that your tagging server is out of date. So what's going on? If you refresh this page, you'll still see it there, And if you come back an hour or two later, it will still be there. So does that mean that you haven't successfully updated your GTM server container? And the answer is no, it's fine. In fact, as long as you got that success message just that I showed you a few moments ago, then you have in fact updated your server. What's happening is that behind the scenes, Google is still updating something. Even though you've updated your server, it still takes between 1 and 2 days for those changes to become apparent on your GTM server container. I don't exactly know why that is, but this is something that I've noticed again and again as I've been updating these for clients. So don't panic if you're seeing that as well. So hopefully you found that useful and you got a successful outcome. If you did, please leave us a like. It does help with our channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And finally, if you need help with your tracking or analytics project, you'll find a link to book a free 20-minute call in the video description. I'll see you on the next video.